Okay, so now that we've set up one complete rendering, we have this front elevation of the house, we have all of our effects applied and, kind of tweaked around so it looks good. Well, now we can save the effect stack and load it, or we can just copy the effects and paste them. So I'm going to show you both ways to work with effects so that you don't have to redo this every time. On the next project, like for instance, on this project, we're just going to copy and paste the effects because that's going to be quick to move through each one of these cameras. But for the next project, maybe we want to save this effect stack to load it later. So like I said, I'll show you both. Okay, so now that we have this rendering looking the way we want it to look, we can head back over here and just copy all of these effects that we applied. So I'll just hit edit and choose copy effects. And then I'm going to go to each one of these images and we're just going to paste our effects. Now, I think what I'll do is let's go to each one of like our eye level perspectives and just do edit, paste effects like that. And so on the front of the house, that's looking really good. That worked out nice. And then we'll just go to edit and choose paste effects. And then this is the one we already did. And again, on the front, edit, paste effects, and we're going to get like a real nice result there. That's great. Now this is an aerial view, so we'll kind of skip that one for a moment. And let's just find like our favorite shot back here and go to edit and choose paste effects. Now at this point, I think what I want to do is tweak the sun and the heading of the sun and get it to cast some nicer shadows over here because the backyard's going to have different lighting. So let's get the ideal lighting in the backyard and then copy that effect stack and paste it. So for this one, I suppose I would go to my real skies and just adjust my heading and get the sun to be casting something nice on our porch there and just kind of lighting up the backyard. Like that looks pretty good to me. So yeah, I think I'm good there. I'll just hit edit and copy these effects, and now I can work through the backyard, edit, paste effects like that, and then over here we'll go ahead and paste effects like that. That one, it's definitely everything's in shade, so maybe we'll adjust that, but we don't have to agonize over this right now. We'll kind of keep working it. Yeah, see this one too. All right, so let's just mess with our real skies again and just change the heading and just get like some better shadows happening. Like that's kind of lit up like that, and then over here we can go to our real skies and just change our heading and get that sun like maybe something like that is good. And you could choose a different real sky too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like this one, the sun's higher up, and so that might make it a little bit easier, to get a desirable shadows over here. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's fine. Like that. Looking good. 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 Yeah. All right. I dig it. So now we got to talk about our aerials. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose edit and paste effects and then see what happens here. Our 2-point perspective, that's no good for an aerial. Let's just delete that effect. And I think that's it. Our focal length should be fine like that. That's just trying to like isolate this backyard here. So I'll just go to edit and choose copy effects. And then we'll go over here and do edit paste effects like that. All right, now this one, our real sky heading needs to change again to get the shadows up front and doing something more interesting like that could be cool. All right. Yeah, so even though this is like kind of dead landscape all out here, I mean, what a nice way to describe the whole project, the whole front yard and the landscape plan and have a discussion about it. And, if you want to get savvy, get tricky with it in Photoshop, you could kind of, render this image out, rendered out as black and white and kind of fade it out so that you're not really, so that only your plot of land is in color. And that'll take some of the attention away from like the lack of detail over here. But yeah, there's some really cool ways to present. I just don't love getting into Photoshop. I just like to kind of hit render and send them. So, but sometimes you can't get around it. All right. Cool. So let's just take a quick look at what we've got here. We've got all these images set up, and as I'm going through this, I think I'll just kind of set up like the next session and what we're gonna do. We can render these out and just get a test of them, but what I'm seeing is that the background could just use a little bit of clutter, like maybe some trees up on the hill, maybe some extra grass. Maybe we throw some cars on the road. If there's just a handful of trees on the ridge back here, I think it would really fill in nice. And same thing here, just using some trees and stuff. So I think in the next session we're gonna fill those in, add some more detail, and but for now let's just do a quick test render and take a look at what we've created. So we'll just render these photos. We're gonna do the whole photo set. We'll do all of our photos, and I'm gonna render these at 1920 by 1080. I'll throw them on my desktop temp, and I'll just make like a new folder. I'll call this one Ellsworth. I think that's how you spell it, like that. And then it doesn't matter because it's going in my temp folder, but I'll give it today's date, hit render, and you can see how fast these images are going to come out. I mean, there's one, and I mean, we have like 40 seconds remaining, and I mean, they happen so fast. I just sit here and watch them anyway, just to kind of get a idea. It's like watching a slideshow. They render that fast, but yeah, see the background there could use a little bit of love. Like if there's a car on that hill is super steep. I don't know if I feel like fixing that or not, but we got some plants going through the fence there, and yeah, that one looks pretty clean. I don't love our siding material, but that's not really what we're looking at there. The pavers look great. It's also a question of, talking about adding clutter in the background. We'll also add in like some furniture, some Adirondack chairs, that could really liven these things up. So I'll click open folder, and then let's just take a quick lap through here. So here's our final results. I mean, the ability to get these images out like this and just send it over, it's just, we become so spoiled. I become spoiled. I remember waiting so long for renders to happen. And, these are looking really, I think they're looking great. A lot of different images and lots of stuff to talk about. Maybe I would get some more reflectivity on the glass that you don't see in like that. Our model's kind of hollow. Not such a big deal there. Oh yeah, you can see like my reflection planes. I need to work on those in the back too. Change those around. So cool. All right. Well, we got a little bit of work to do, but we've got some more time, and we'll get to that in the next session. All right, so we've still got a little bit of work to do. No problem. We've at least accomplished something. These are certainly images that we could share with the client. I don't think I'm ready to share them quite yet. I'm going to give one more pass of adding in some background clutter, I'll use our new kind of brush placement, our object brush placement. Cluster placement. And so we can kind of just brush on all these different objects onto our site. And then we'll look at maybe grabbing a crowdsourced 2D character, throw into this rendering, and see where it gets us. So anyway, we're right at an hour and a half for today's session. Puts us, we're somewhere around the 8-hour range. I think we're still in good shape. We're not going to blow our budget, but yeah, we'll wrap this thing up probably tomorrow. So I'll see you in the next tutorial. If you like this video, click the BD button to subscribe to our channel. Every week we post new videos covering SketchUp, layout, Lumion, and our Condoc Tools extension. If you are a professional architect or interior designer, you're going to love our tutorials.